Hey guys, guess what? On the 5th of September 2023, Queensland released their state nomination requirements for the 190 and 491 visa. In this video today, we will talk about the 190 visa for onshore applicants. They call this the skilled visa applicants living in Queensland. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Tracy Chen and I'm an immigration lawyer based in Australia. We assist people in Australia and overseas to migrate to Australia. If you want to get in contact with myself or one of our fantastic lawyers or agents, our contact details are below. So today specifically, we'll talk about the 190 visa in Queensland for onshore applicants. There's a few different streams, so I will do a video for all of them. The next video will be for 491 visa in Queensland. So let's go through some of the basic requirements. So first of all, you need to have at least 65 points or higher. This is inclusive of the state nomination points you'll get. So for the 190 visa, you'll get 5 points. And for the 491 visa, you'll get an additional 15 points. For the 190 visa, you must score at least 75 points or higher. Unless you are working in a trade occupation, then you only need to score 70 points. Trade occupations are occupations like chef, cook, carpenter. Now, all occupations that are on the 190 federal occupation list, so you can refer to LIN 19/051, are available for state nomination on Queensland. You must have at least competent English or higher, unless your qualification requires a higher level of English. So for example, registered nurses, they must have proficient English at least. But if you're looking to score at least 75 points, unless you got heaps of work experience, you probably need proficient English at least anyway. But you know, it all comes down to competition as well. So I know the minimum requirements is 75, which makes you eligible to apply, but have a think about what your competition may have. There's a lot of people out there now that do have superior English, so it's something to think about. Now, you will need to be working in your nominated occupation when you apply. So you must provide evidence that you've been living in Queensland and working post-qualification full-time. So that's a minimum of 30 hours per week in your nominated occupation for at least 3 months before you apply. So I guess this is a bit better than last year, because last year it was 6 months. So people had to wait, at least 6 months before they could apply. But in this situation, it's 3 months. So I don't think it's too bad. Now, you'll need to provide evidence that you have ongoing employment full-time in your nominated occupation for at least 12 months at the time of your EOI lodgement. That also sounds like they will be doing more invitation rounds this year as well. And if you are selected and you do get the visa granted, you need to commit to living and working in Queensland for at least 2 years after your visa is granted. Let's go through some of the other important aspects of your application, as well as some of the caveats on the occupations. So first of all, there's caveats for accountants. Now, if you are an accountant, you must meet all the requirements above, and you must be either employed in an accounting firm or in a business that's considered a medium or large size. And for the purpose of this, they consider a medium business to employ 20 people or more. So there must be at least 20 employees working in that business for it to be considered a medium-sized business. If you are an internal or external auditor, you must have a job as an auditor, not as an accountant. And for cooks and chefs, you must be working in a full-service restaurant or cafe. You can't be working in a takeaway or fast food business like McDonald's. Now, if you've previously been nominated for a 491 visa in Queensland, they will not re-nominate you for the 190. Nomination is when you get the final invitation, and you also get your invitation through Skill Select. So it's not the part where you get a pre-invitation. I only want you to submit one expression of interest if you're eligible for the 190 and 491. So if you're looking to apply for both, just submit one expression of interest and tick the 190 and 491. The business that you work for, your employer must have a registered office in Queensland. A virtual office will not be accepted. If you have more than one skills assessment, you can only still submit one EOI. So just pick the one that's closest to your nomination nominated occupation and makes the most sense. And also, if you're working for a labour hire company, this can be accepted, but it must be a Queensland labour hire company. They've also put together a pretty neat documentation checklist, so you can check that out. There's also settlement funds required for applicants. That documentation is also online. So I think if you have an eligible occupation, eligible skills assessment, and you have higher points, I think definitely go for the 190 visa. I do think it's going to be competitive, but let's see. For the 491 visa, if you're living in regional and maybe you have lower points, but you still have at least 75 points, you can go ahead and tick that too. But I think it's more likely that you'll get invited for the 491, obviously. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will do 491 visa in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share this video with people who need it.